Well, y'all, as you see, I got the big old GMC back up here again. Um, we got a little bit of work to try to get done to it. I don't know how much I will. I did update my hood hinge here. Now it'll stay up. I'll show you what I got done the other night, but I had to stop in a hurry. But got the power steering all plumbed up. I had to heat and bend the it's gonna sound bad, but the nipple where the hose goes on, to where it was more straight up, to where it doesn't hit the frame right here, and then run my hose up here and make a bracket, which y'all may hate me for it, but it's just two lower alternator brackets, and that's my bracket for the power steering reservoir. So I haven't. Uh, I had to stop in a hurry. I filled this up and I had it running for a little bit, but yeah, it's already empty again. Um, I figured it would be just because the whole system was completely empty. But I'll try to fill it up without making too much of a mess, and so far I'm not succeeding. That was ridiculous. It's going to be hard to tell an oil leak from anything else on this thing. I'm just kidding. An oil leak will be different because this is power or transmission fluid, so. The main thing I'm hoping is that I couldn't tell. I should have probably tested it before I mounted all this in here. But the where that nipple is, I'm hoping I didn't crack it in the process of bending it up. So I take that chance. And even if I did crack it, I'll just pull the thing off of there and try to fix it. But I gotta find all my stuff. There's what I was looking for. We may get rained out here in a minute. I have no idea. Well, let's just see what it'll do. It'll either work or it won't, right? I don't fire it up the other day. Let's see, there should be right there. Bringing it thunder. Oh yeah, power steering for days. I'll back this up and show y'all. How easy this thing is once I fill up the bowl again. Get some more push water here. Turn the power back on. Bringing it thunder. Anyhow, this thing works like a breeze. I may not have anything in my brake pedal. Well, I know I ain't gonna have anything in the brake pedal. I don't even know why I tried that. I should have tried that yet. Because they're bone dry. Anyhow. One finger. That's awesome. Alright, that's all that for now. Trying to think what else can be done to this thing, because there ain't much I can do now that it's rained. I can top that off, that's one thing. Unless it's leaking out of that thing, which it may very well be. Can't really tell. The truck is so tall. I guess. Fire this thing back up again. We'll have to see. Did I turn that key off? I don't remember if I did or not. I did. I'll get y'all up here where y'all can see what we're doing. No, a bunch came at the top already. But that's just because I overfilled it. Good news is I didn't see it leaking. That still don't mean nothing. I can't see it leaking, doesn't mean it's not. Where's I got this at? Sucked it down a little bit. Alright, so now I guess I'll just let this sit, and then the next time I make it out here, I'll check the oil level. If it leaks, it leaks. Doesn't, it doesn't, I guess. I mean, we may have to pull it off and try to fix it somehow if it is. I don't think it is, though. At least it's not showing a sign from up here. Well, I reckon I'll just let that leak out then. And the next time, once it dries up a little bit, I'll pull it back off and dry this again. May have to put some solder around that hose. This ain't a big deal, it's just time consuming. Like I said, I gotta get a new belt for it anyhow, so yeah. Well, yeah, as you can see, I'm back out here working on the old 69 again. As y'all know, I got the power steering pump on. I'm going to have to take it back off because it's leaking. I'm going to have to fix that. But for now, I did get one brake line made. We're going to get it. I've already got the rubber line going from the from the calipers up to the frame. So now I just got to run it from the frame up to the portioning valve on both sides, and then run an all new one to the back because I got to relocate the soft hose. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll see if I can feed this through. I don't know how easily it's going to be on that side. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I'll get y'all in here where you can see what I'm doing. There you go. So really right now I'm just trying to start the threads on this. And then I can fine tune off of this. And here I got the threads to start finally. I just needed y'all over here to micromanage. Let's see, because I know it might take a little manipulating down here to make this work. Easy. Can't see Nothing. Trying to figure out the right angle to have this line is the trick. Ooh, did I get it? I did. All right. That always makes me feel better. I didn't necessarily want that to be tucked all the way up against that. I also don't want to stick it. That's actually about perfect. Maybe push that out just a little bit, because by the time that bolts down, that'd be about perfect. All right. Sweet. Now I just got to figure out what size that is. I don't think I have a line wrench that small. I do not. That's awesome. So there's one out of 3. Now I'm just going to figure out how I'm going to run the next one. Get some more baling wire. A lot easier to make a template using baling wire than it is to use the actual line. And cheaper. There should be more than enough wire. And then I'll take y'all underneath the truck and show you what we're doing. Anyhow, so to start with a somewhat straight bend, maybe with a slight curve in it. Come down here. It's actually got clips right there, believe it or not, for the brake line. Well, that's just handier than pockets on a shirt, I tell you what. And believe it or not, I'm thinking that that header runs right there. I'm actually going to run it right up alongside that other one. Alright. So as you can see, comes up out of the hose, comes up, goes through this hanger, follows a cross member through this hanger, and then it'll go over and then up on the outside of the frame right next to the other line. Then we'll go right up top. Alright. Now that we're back up top, we will just follow right alongside the other one to the point at which it turns to come underneath. And then from there, bend that back so we know where the end of it's at. Now I just got to get it all out of there. And there's a somewhat rough calculation of what our next line's going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and flare one end. I'll get you over here where you can see that process. Pardon my messy workbench. We're going to put a double flare on this. Don't need much. I got my fitting on there. Just turn this till it pushes that down. That die. This is your first bend in a double flare. Back that off. Slide it over. Sometimes you can't get it out, but it's nothing a pair of pliers can't take off. See? Then you bring it back over. You just use that cone to push down on it the rest of the way. That's my first fitting. All right, so there's that. Now we get to just start bending. I'm going to show you that over here on the floor. starting from the easiest bend first, I would say. Let me straighten some of this out first. This is pretty easy to manipulate. You can use a nice fancy roller if you want, but as y'all may know on this truck, I'm not out for perfection. I'm just out for, will it work? So I'm just going to grab it by that fitting, not by the threads, but by the fitting, and just kind of start turning it. I don't want to turn too hard because you don't want to kink that line. But something about like that. That's all I needed right there. Alright, so then put that up here. The next bend's going to start right about here and just start going down. And then start curving back. That's our first one. And then it's going to make this weird angle here, followed by as close to a 90 as possible. And it's going to go up, over, get some more out. And like I said, this can be fine-tuned once it gets on there. It's nothing set in stone just yet. Alright, so don't get discouraged when you're sitting here fighting all this. Something about like that. And then I can take and leave me just a little bit of extra. Make sure that's where I want it. And just start cutting. Deburr that inside. And then back to putting a fitting on it. Grab another one real quick. I believe that's the right size fitting. Yeah, that's the right size fitting. One thing you always want to do, and I don't believe that I would ever have to tell you all this, but make sure you put your fittings on the right way. There's been long nights where I've been out here and make a whole line and forget or put the fitting on the wrong way, or forgot the fitting altogether. So when you're doing this, just try not to get in a hurry and just take your time with it. It's a long process. So I wouldn't say it's too long. I mean, you saw how fast I made this one. So patience is a big factor in it, though. Put your die in there. Run your press on. Run down your press. Just crank it down until it stops. Right there. Back it off. Pliers, whatever I did with them. Take the die out. As you can see how it flattened it out. And then whenever you run this press back on here, you're going to run that cone down in there, and you're going to invert that flat spot. Oh, come on, get on there. There it goes. There we go. There's your double flare. And that one's probably one of my better ones. That one there's pretty good too. So, anyhow, let's get this back on. I think all my stuff got kind of backwards here. I think this bend is what got messed up. Should be something like that. Probably shouldn't put that in until get this started. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back out just for now. Maybe not. Well, that started easy enough. There we go. Not too bad. Man, there's a lot of free transmission fluid. And this, spin that to where it runs straight. Maybe bend it down just a little bit where it's not so pushed up. Something about like that. We'll manipulate the rest of it up there. Yeah. Let me get the wrench and we'll put it down on that. This old starter's about shot. It's cracked and everything. I hate that too. That's a good starter. Anyhow, and there. Now all I gotta do is go up top and finish it up there. Alright, so now we're back. And I wanna kind of just run this thing up into the frame like so, and that way it tucks. I don't want it to like gouge the frame, so I'm going to do something about like that. Run up over that. And there's actually a hanger I can share with them wires right there. Probably have to run it around that. And then, oh. Well, that just made it interesting. Oh, shoot. I think we're going to take the scenic route around all of this. That worked too. Put more in there. Alright, so now we got her plumbed all the way to the back. Let's take a stroll back here and just see what we can get ourselves into. Let's see here. How can I make a bracket to fit that? That's a good question. This is where I need the new one to be. The old one was on the front, on the passenger side, and this won't reach over there, so we got to relocate it to here, which this cross member is in like the ideal spot. But I just got to make my own little bracket now, so I got a hose that I can use to mimic the for the hexagon cutout, but this is going to be a chore. Alright, now I'm back again. I may need to shorten that down just a little bit more. Let's try about that much. That'll be about perfect, I think. Where's that? Run this up in there just to deburr the inside. Whoa, that's almost my finger. Alright. On the fitting on. Clamp about that much. Y'all saw me do this on, what truck was it? There was another truck I was working on. I want to say it was that 63 Chevy. You know what? One piece I need I don't have, and that's that die. I'll be right back. my dye. That might be too much. I'm gonna try it anyhow though. Oh, come on, get on. There we go. Had to play that just a little bit harder because I think I had just a little bit too much material on that one. Unscrew all this. Take that off. Now I do got to grab that wire real quick. Just make sure that line's clear. And there we go. There. All the brake lines are ran. The furthest this truck's been in a long time. Ain't that started? I'm 100% sure. Yep, started. Alright, so there's that. There's something curved with the body. This thing holds a lot of fluid. Make sure there's no leaks anywhere, since I've been pumping for a little while. No. None there. Well, here it is finished up. I had some help from my lovely wife to get the brake split on this. Big shout out to her. But I've still got to take the pump back off of it, but I'm done for the night. That's all I needed. I just got to get it over here, run the shop. So I take that power steering pump all back apart again. All right, let me get my bucket, 9/16 wrench, and a standard screwdriver. All right, so let's kick this bad boy off. Take our reservoir loose. There we go. Run that back in there so that I don't lose it. And then just start that. There, there's that. And then probably be easier with a ratchet. Come on. There's that one. There's that one. Now it's going to sprinkle. Start raining. Jeez Louise. Couldn't have done it earlier. There we go. Oh, okay. This thing may be a lot easier to fix than I thought it was going to be. And take this loose. Not that one. This one. And then this one. And all I should have is that one line. Should just pop off there. The whole thing should just take up out of there. Where'd my solder go? Well, that was a good one there. All right. Now. Now that that's done. Hey, y'all wasn't even focused on me the whole time. Oh man, I'm sweating. I don't think I'll have to do another test. I think I got it this time. I guess I could. It doesn't hurt nothing to do a test. Never hurts to do a test, I guess. I think a lot of us just don't like to hear the answer no. Sweet. I fixed it. Hey, get up here. I don't know if y'all saw what I did or not, but I had to solder around this neck here. And that fixed the problem. There. Power steering pump is done. Now the only thing I need to do before I put it back on, I should have a 1/2 inch. I've already got a 9/16 wrench out there. I gouged it pretty good, as you can see. Alright, so we got a belt. Now, grab our pump and let's hook everything up for hopefully the last freaking time. Oh. Starting with you. Hey, stop it. Alright, there's that. Now hopefully, unlike the last one, I can just put this belt on real quick. Be done with all that nonsense. It's crazy the way this thing's got to feed in here. Come on now. Alright, there's that. Actually get that to start? I think I did. don't drop it. Don't drop it. Oh, don't drop it. Ah, I dropped it. There's that. Washers. Looks like. Crossthread's better than no thread. Actually, I don't think it cross-threaded. This little air ratchet's pretty gutless, actually. Hey, stop it. Stop. It does make it easier, though. We'll give it that. Five-eighths. Where did that go? Right there. There's that. And then this will feed through here. This will feed up here. Now all I have to do is get the one down under here, and this will be done. Aside from one nut, which ain't no big deal. I can get it anytime. Ow! That hurt. Alright, I am going to add, if I have some oil. I know it lost a lot of the oil the other day whenever I started it without having an oil pressure pump. Oh my goodness. Hands covered in oil. I can't hold on to nothing. Well, it's got us back in the range anyhow. So now I need to put my fan belt back on, followed by the alternator and my 1/2 inch wrench. Okay, there's that. And hopefully I can do this without making a giant mess, like I've been known to do, as y'all have seen. Like that. That's exactly what I didn't want. That's exactly what I didn't want. I want to be able to see if I got a leak. How am I supposed to do that if everything's covered in oil? Yeah, well, we'll cycle it. That'll pump it down. I should have everything hooked up still. Ow! Just fell in a water hole. Well, that's even got it right on the money. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Let's just show y'all that this thing works. Thanks for watching.